I am incredibly excited to show this. This is our washing machine. It's energy efficient, but it is a large size washing machine. It's not a small one. And it draws probably anywhere between 500 to 800 watts per cycle, which when you have a large family or even a medium-sized family, that could get pretty expensive throughout the month. So I mean, I'm just ecstatic here. This is plugged into my solar system, or we should say battery bank actually. Let me show you what we're doing here. I know I had to run the cable pretty far because my battery system is not close at all. Then I had to plug into another cable, so yeah, there's definitely energy loss there. And I'm putting the system to a lot harder work than what I need to. And here's the panel setup. These panels in the back, they've been abused really bad. They originally were on top of a house, had a massive windstorm and just picked them up and took them with. These are brand new. All of these are a 12-volt setup. However, I wired them up as a series parallel, so they're pushing out 24 and 24 and also carrying the amps over, so I'm not losing amps. Excuse the mess. I just finished this using 4 100 amp hour batteries, AGM, and just nothing but pleased with them. They're performing incredibly well. This I would highly recommend if you're trying to do bigger things. This is a 3500 watt inverter with a peak of 7000 watts, and it has done nothing but awesome work. Pretty soon we're going to build a shed here. I'm going to build a load center based off of that and then really crank it out. And right now minimal draws going out. I know you can't see that, but for such a big washer, it's handling it quite well without a problem. Let's go look at this charge controller. We're still sitting at 25.8 volts. That's with the washer going, which is just fucking awesome. We got 2 amps going to the batteries. It was at peak charge, so it started lowering the amperage. I waited till the batteries were as full as they could get at 25.8 volts, and we're at 85% battery. That's with running the washer. Now we're at 80%. Again, that's with running the washer. What an awesome thing to be able to do. Doesn't take a whole lot of money to set up something, and it also doesn't take top quality stuff. And if you can't afford 24 volt panels, you can always do a series parallel like I've done up here. As you notice, again, these things are just battered to hell, and they could do much better if they were new like this one. Too bad they fell off the roof 2 times during a massive windstorm where I previously lived. But we're going to save a lot of money since we're going to be able to do a lot of things in our house and outside running my business without having to plug into an actual outlet. And when I set up the load center, I'm going to be able to set up places to plug into and always run off of this. This is my setup. If you guys got questions, you get any help, please ask. My solar charger is awesome. It's isn't as expensive as the other ones out there. The MOSFETs are pretty big, which is important to me because I run big cables as I possibly can, sending the power to the batteries in as short a distance as I can. And these again are hooked up in series parallel, which can get complicated. Again, so I'm doubling my voltage and I'm still carrying over all the extra amperage. So for example, if it was just series, it'd be 24 volts combined with these two, and I'd just be pushing over 5 amps. But now it's 5 amps and 5 amps, which is 10 amps. These guys are the same. So these are 24 volts combined together. Now they're still pushing out 10 amps because I'm doing it parallel series. It's a pretty awesome way to go.